Hello. Today I'm doing a big cooking day. I bought a whole bunch of stuff for breakfast. I want to fill my freezer with breakfast foods. So, well, not fill it, you know, whatever. So I've got a whole bunch of ingredients here. I have store-bought bread. Since the kids have been done with school, I've been buying store-bought bread because I just don't have time to keep up with the amount of bread that we're going to be using. I can go back to making the homemade bread, and I think that'll be fine. You got to do what you can do. I do have dinner going, so I'll be bouncing around between that, and we're just going to be making a ton of stuff. I am armed with recipes. I'll post whatever recipes I have, and then my little jotted notes that, you know, I'm hoping to do all of this, but I never actually finished my lists, so we'll see how it goes. And I think I'm going to start by getting the breakfast hash going because that just goes in the crock pot and then I don't have to do anything with it. So I'll get that started first and then we can move on to the next thing. So I start with a stick of butter. And then tater tots. I use a 5-pound bag. We have a lot of people in our house. Well, there's 6 of us. I don't know if that's a lot or not, but it feels like a lot when I'm trying to feed everybody. So I use a 5-pound bag of tater tots. The great thing about this is it's moderately versatile. We like to put it on tortillas and do breakfast burritos, or we'll put it on like bagels. I like it on a bagel. It's good just on bread, like toasted. It's basically just all the breakfast food in a big mush pile, and you can put it on whatever. I'm planning on making burritos. This will probably be too much for the tortillas I have, but I can pick up more if I need to. And then whatever is too much, I can just freeze in a Tupperware and it'll be fine. So I don't mind making a ton. Usually half of it gets frozen for future use and half of it gets eaten up in, you know, the coming week or whatever. So that's why I do a ton. Then I bought a ton of eggs, which finally the price of eggs are down, which is so nice. However, they're still a lot more expensive than they used to be. But I remember, and I actually made a video on this, I did a grocery haul and I never ended up posting the grocery haul, but I remember, because I watched it recently, I was trying to go through my footage and I came across this grocery haul and I was complaining because eggs, this big box that I get, it's 5 dozen. It was like 12 something. And I was like, that's ridiculous. I can't believe eggs are so expensive. You know, what is going on? So then I was laughing when I saw it because since then, I have paid, I think the highest this box got was like 29 something or 32, something like that. And it was just crazy. And I kept saying, you know, oh, well, now it went up to $18 and I don't want to buy eggs and I'll wait till next week. Maybe it'll come down. The price just kept going up and I ended up having to buy eggs because we eat eggs. And my husband consistently was telling me it's still a very cheap protein source and, you know, eggs are great for you, whatever, and just buy the eggs. And so he was right. And so I just would buy the eggs and it was crazy. It was crazy how high the eggs got. But anyways, they've come down now. These boxes I just paid like $13.20 something. So that's still not what it used to be. I think they used to be like $6. It's 5 dozen. At one point, eggs were like $1 a dozen or around there. So it was like somewhere between $5 and $8. And now they're 13. They're over 13. So that's fine. I'm happy it's not 30 anymore because I certainly would not be doing a breakfast prep if eggs were $30 a box. So I'm happy they're down now. But this crap is expensive. I usually do 2 dozen eggs in this because it is a lot of tater tots and I do want it to stretch pretty far. And it's a very easy meal to make. Oops. I like to put milk in here because it stretches it a little further and you can't really tell that it's in there. I don't generally put milk in the eggs. I like to just leave them just eggs if I'm cooking like scrambled or something. But in this, it's fine. All right, so these get dumped over this, and then this will get plugged in. I'm gonna turn it on high. Normally, I put it on keep warm, and I leave it overnight. It's always overdone in the morning, but it's whatever. It's just more convenient that way. But since I'm in here doing things, I'll put it on high and just stir it as I'm going, and it'll be done, and I'll catch it before it burns. So this will do about 1 pack at a time, which is fine. I saw somebody on YouTube do this. She just like layered the bacon in there. And so that's what I started doing because we got an air fryer and I wanted to try it. So I just do like a row, and then I'll turn it the other way and do it. And I just throw the last couple on the top. All right, here's our bacon. Oh, it's not even close to done. It's been about 10 minutes, so I just take it and, you know, flip it around. And then I go for another like 6 or 8 or 10 minutes, whatever it takes. So what I'm gonna do next is baked oatmeal. I printed off 2 recipes for baked oatmeal. I have a lot of oatmeal in my house, and I want to start using it up because we don't really like eat it plain. The first one we're gonna do is protein baked oats. So this disgusting mess is bananas that I froze. And I wanna get these used up. Okay, so it says whisk together milk, eggs, vanilla, bananas, peanut butter, and maple syrup. 1 cup of overripe bananas. I'm gonna microwave these just for a minute so that they aren't frozen. Alrighty. They're pretty soft. 1 1/3 milk, 3 eggs, vanilla, 1/2 cup of maple syrup. This seems like a lot. And 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Let's see, 3 cups of oats. And these are old-fashioned. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 cup of peanut butter powder. Okay, I don't have much left of this. I'm just gonna finish it. 1/2 cup protein powder. And what am I missing? 1/2 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips. All right, this goes in here. It says bake it till it doesn't jiggle anymore, about 35 to 40 minutes. And I only have a few chocolate chips left, so I'll just sprinkle them on top. This goes in the oven at 350. Okay, first batch bacon is done. Got a little crispy. I'm laying it like this because otherwise they kind of curl up and they're hard to work with. I'll get the next batch going. All right, the next one is coffee caked baked oatmeal. This says spray an 8x8 pan. So I think I'm gonna double it because again, I have a lot of oats and that'll use up a little more, and I have a bigger pan. Well, this says to use almond milk, but it'll have more protein if I use regular milk, but I have almond milk to get rid of. We'll use the almond milk. All right, almond milk, vanilla, applesauce, maple syrup. So I have this apple butter that my sister-in-law made a couple years ago, and I don't know what to do with it, so I will use it for this. Very cinnamony. Oh, this says unsweetened. Whatever. Okay, 1/2 cup. Then we're doubling it. So I'll just use it all, whatever. Okay, almond milk, vanilla. So this is interesting. It says add oats to the bottom of the pan along with baking powder, cinnamon, salt, and seeds. Okay, let's see. 1 3/4 cups of oats. That's 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm gonna leave out the cinnamon because this apple butter had cinnamon in it. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Let me put the salt. Okay, it says 1 to 2 tablespoons of flax, chia, or hemp seeds. I have this that has all 3 of them in there. So I'll just use that. And then I'm gonna put some protein powder in there too, because I want the extra protein. Just use up the rest of this. And then we got the applesauce, vanilla, almond milk, 1 3/4 cups. So 2, 3 1/2. And then 1 to 2 tablespoons maple syrup, which this will probably be plenty sweet with the protein powder and the sweetness from the apple butter. So just a glob will be fine. Okay, well, I guess we just mix it in here then. Okay, for the topping, 1/3 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats in a food processor. Okay, I've got this little chopper that I like to use. So 1/3 cup, 2/3 raw sugar, coconut sugar, or cane sugar, 2 tablespoons of cold butter. All right, so this says to top it with this mixture. Then this needs to go in the oven at 375. My oven's at 350, close enough. There we go. All right, this next recipe is sweet Alabama pecan bread. Never tried it before. It sounded delicious. So I'm just using the same bowl. I rinsed it out. No allergies in this house. Okay, buttermilk, 1 cup of buttermilk. I read online you can substitute kefir for buttermilk. They're basically the same anyways. There, that looks delicious. Okay, this goes in the oven at 350 for 50 to 60 minutes. All right, this one is a cinnamon raisin quick bread. I have raisins coming out of my ears. There's so many. I don't even know why we have so many raisins. Using the same bowl. I'm not even gonna rinse it, I don't care. So this recipe looks very similar. Pour half the batter into the pan, sprinkle with half the cinnamon sugar. So we do half the batter and then half the cinnamon. Looks like a lot. Okay, so this has some glaze on top. It's just powdered sugar and milk. I think there's probably plenty of sweetness in here. All right, this goes in the oven for 45 minutes at 350. So I have 36 English muffins, and they're all gonna get sausage. So I think I should get those going and get the rest put back in the freezer. And just got these pre-done frozen sausage patties. And I don't know, maybe I don't even need to pre-cook them. I feel like I should though, so I'm going to. They are fully cooked, but I just feel like they'll taste a little better if I throw them in the oven first instead of just chucking them right on there. These are going in the oven. Let's see, this is healthy chocolate zucchini muffins. So my husband brought home, oh, your squash is not good. Okay, so I have 1 squash. I need a cup of grated zucchini. Hopefully this will be enough. Sometimes when you hit print, it prints the ads. And so it cut off the whole first part of the directions. Okay, well, I don't have step 1, so we're just gonna see what happens. I don't know. I'm assuming it's $3.50 for the bake time too, because I can't see it. And this bacon's done. Swap that. Okay, this one takes bananas. Still a little frozen. 1 cup of ripe bananas. Oh, I don't know what happened. It must have been loud in my house when I was recording this. It's loud right now too, man. Upstairs, it sounds like a herd of elephants is running around. So we're going to try to do a voiceover. I just got a new mic. If you can tell a difference, let me know if it's better, because my other mic was like super tinny and kind of really getting annoying. So this breakfast prep, I'm so happy I did this. It was summer when I did this, so July, I want to say. And it's after Christmas now, it's the end of December, and we still have some of this. So we weren't using it exclusively for breakfast, but we were using it more like, you know, if the kids wanted a sandwich, they'd go down and get it. Sometimes I'll pull out the breakfast stuff and put it in the fridge, and then they'll eat it for a couple days. And this has been so wonderful to have in the freezer, because a lot of times the kids eat breakfast at school, and that's been fine. And they were eating this stuff, you know, for the last part of summer. But then they went back to school and they're eating at school. On the weekends, it's there. Now it's Christmas vacation, so they're eating it, you know, here and there on Christmas vacation. It's just been really nice to have in the freezer. So it's been about 6 months. And the stuff's almost gone. We still have some of it, which I think is amazing. Or maybe I made way too much. I don't actually know. But it's been great to have in the freezer. And I think when it finally does run out, which is going to be very soon, I'm going to do a big breakfast prep like this again, because it was really nice to just be able to pull stuff out or tell the kids, like, go down and grab something. My husband's been using the sandwiches. Like, if he doesn't have a lunch for work, he'll go grab a couple of the sandwiches, and by the time he goes on break, they're thawed. It's just been really nice. I would love to do preps like this for the other meals as well, so that I don't have to put so much effort into thinking every day. I know you know what I mean. There's so many like freezer prep things on YouTube. I get it. I get why, because it's amazing. All right, sausage is done. I should probably take a break from the stuff that goes in the oven, because my oven is backed up at this point, and I've got to get these in next. Yeah, I think it might be time for a cleanup. Here's the bread. I forgot to set a timer for the other bread, so I don't know. I guess I'll just keep an eye on it. This bacon's a little crisp. I think I'm gonna throw this into the breakfast hash. And then I'll take probably 10 more pieces. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So normally I would just crumble this bacon with my hand, but I just pulled it out and it's pretty hot. But that is a little easier. All right, good enough. So despite my best efforts, the breakfast hash is still burning to the sides. So whatever. Let's see, peanut butter, banana muffins, high protein for busy mornings. So this says high protein, but it also says 1 muffin is 6 grams of protein. I don't think that's very high protein. Maybe it is, but it doesn't seem high to me. I guess it is what it is. I could add some protein powder into it. How many is this supposed to make? 12 muffins. So if I did a scoop of protein powder, that'd get like an extra 1.5 grams, I guess. I'll just leave it out. Preheat oven, mash the bananas. There's a lot of juice in here. Don't know if that's good. It says 2 ripe bananas, so I mean, that's all just banana juice. I'll just use it. Whatever. We're just gonna wing it. That's probably enough. Whoop. I saw those little toes. Those are so cute. Oh man, he's got big toes. Okay, there's like no flour in this. 1 cup of oats is supposed to soak all this up. Maybe I shouldn't have put all the banana juice in. Whoops. Okay, that's 1 cup of oats. Let's turn my other one on. Okay, I think that's way too runny. I'm gonna add more oats. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here. Hopefully this works. I made muffins in these last weekend, I think, or 2 weeks ago. And they kind of had more like a muffin top thing going on, which was neat. Muffin tops are the best. So I don't have enough like small muffin tins for all this. And these definitely are not like muffins. I don't know why there's no flour in them. It's weird. These are going to be more like another baked oatmeal, but that's all right. Beautiful. These cook for 15 to 20 minutes at 350. Everything's at 350, which makes it super convenient for me. Okay, so the next recipe is homemade blueberry protein muffins. My blueberries are super sour. Like, we picked them and, you know, they once upon a time were really sweet, like the best blueberries I ever had. This time they're very sour. So I'm not quite sure how I can fix that other than to like cook them down and add sugar. My husband made some blueberry bread with them and it was so sour it was hard to eat. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna mash them and then mix them with sugar and then put them in there. And then we'll see if that works. What is that? Oh, part of the banana. The bananas. All right, so I will link whatever recipes I have. A lot of the quick breads and the muffins and stuff, the baked oatmeal, I do have recipes for. The other stuff was just like the breakfast hash I've done on my channel a couple of times. Although I don't know if I have like a dedicated video. Maybe I'll do that because that would be good. That breakfast hash is so good. Like, if you have not tried it yet, I'll put up a video of just the breakfast hash and you should try it because it's delicious. I guess if you like breakfast food. I don't really care for breakfast food. I'm not a big egg eater and I generally only eat them scrambled. I like bacon, but I won't eat sausage. So, you know, breakfast is kind of lost on me, but that breakfast hash, I could eat that like all the time. It's so good. Oh, so what I was going to say is that pecan bread, you'll see it when it's done at the end, or I don't remember when I throw it in here. There was a lot of footage this video, but the pecan bread, I just said to my husband, I think last night or 2 nights ago, that I want to make that again. I loved it so much. It was called sweet pecan bread, but it wasn't super sweet. It was so good. The kids didn't really like it because they had nuts in it, but I would make that just for him and I because it was so good. I loved it. I'm going to put that into my recipe book. All this stuff is out of the oven and cooled off. I need to get it packaged up and in the freezers. This is the peanut butter muffins, but I think it's just more like an oatmeal bake, which I guess is fine. It smells good. These are all right. I don't think the kids are gonna like them though. They're very peanut buttery. Not tasting super sour blueberries, so that's excellent. I didn't get a whole blueberry. Just take this one on the side. No, I think it's good. I think that worked. These are the chocolate zucchini muffins. They look like they dried out a lot, but they don't feel dried out. Like when you touch them, they just look that way. Here.
It's sticky.
That's all the chocolate that melted. Whoop. No, rip it in half or something. Here, I'll gnaw on this. It's good though.
Yeah.
Very chocolatey. This is the cinnamon raisin bread, which I will not be trying because I don't like raisins and stuff. All right, wow, that looks really nice. That looks delicious. Baby, cinnamon raisin bread. That hoe's for you.
The hoe?
The hoe.
Having some?
No. Yuck.
You're fucking messing out.
Is there a bite without a raisin? It's right here.
No, there's a raisin on the back of it.
Ew, who put so many raisins in this? Gross. It's all right, the kids will like this. Grayson will whine, he'll think it's chocolate chips and then he'll be mad. The curse. Oh, oh no, my middle fell. My whole middle fell in. Still looks gooey too. I don't think it cooked long enough. All right, this one is the, what was it, Alabama pecan bread or something? Sweet Alabama pecan bread. Oop. Looks real nice. Not falling apart. Do you want to split a hoe? You want the front or the back?
Yes.
This is pecan bread.
A bit nutty.
I like it.
Not terribly sweet.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I thought it was going to be way sweeter. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Okay, this is the coffee cake baked oats.
Oh,
Is it good?
it tastes like a good bowl of oatmeal.
I think it'd be better warmed up, but yeah. All right, and then this one is the protein baked oats. You want like a whole piece, or you want all these crumbs I'm pulling
I'll
out?
just take the crumbs. Gonna taste the same, right?
Probably. Hope so. Yeah,
I like the other one better.
I think I do too. I thought this one was gonna win because of all the chocolate, but okay, so I gotta get all this crap in the freezer. I gotta figure out what to do with the breakfast hash because I didn't finish it. Okay, so this is the breakfast hash. I turned it off, but not soon enough because it's still very hot. I'm gonna shred up some cheese and throw it in here while this is still hot, and then it can melt in here. And then I'll let it cool and roll it into burritos tomorrow. This is cheese I pulled out of my freezer. I'm trying to use up, so I will put it in here. It's pretty neutral. So I'm gonna let the breakfast hash cool because it's way too hot to put away. I'm gonna get the rest of this stuff in the freezer, and then tomorrow I will work on cleaning the kitchen and then doing the next set of things that needs to be done. It's tomorrow. We are here. We're gonna be starting on the stuff that needs to go on the skillets, not the stuff that needs to be baked. I saw a video, I don't know like if it was TikTok or whatever. They took King's Hawaiian rolls. I just got generic because I'm cheap. And they cut them and made little mini French toasts out of them. I don't like these rolls. I don't like how sweet they are, but my family likes them. I don't really like French toast either, so it's really not a big deal for me. But I thought I could make these and they would eat them. So what they did in the video was just cut these into probably quarters. And that's how I'm gonna do them, is just cut them into quarters. Oh, maybe thirds would be better. Didn't cut very even. Look at how cute they are. So there were 12 in a bag. I got 2 bags. So I should get 36 out of each bag, so 72 total. I don't know how many my kids would eat at a time. They're pretty little. They'd probably eat like, I don't know, 4 of them or 6 of them or whatever. Now we just need a whole bunch of eggs. All right, I've got half and half. And I'm really trying to use up things that I have around the house. I bought a ton of stuff for this, so it wasn't like a pantry challenge or anything. But I have like almond milk, and this half and half I bought for something, didn't use it. And I don't want this stuff to go to waste. So I thought for a lot of this, it was a good way to kind of use up some of this stuff. This is bacon grease from yesterday. So I was just pouring it off and I strain it out. Doesn't get everything out, but the top is clear. I'll just use that to oil the grill so that I don't have to keep using butter. Makes it a little cheaper. Plus, who doesn't like bacon flavor? So the next thing I'm doing is I'm gonna make like a French toast casserole. I'm gonna do French toast in 3 different fonts. So I've got these minis. I'm gonna make regular size slices. And then I wanna do like muffin cups. I made these once before, but I royally screwed them up. I'm gonna try them again. So I'm just gonna rip up bread and put them in the muffin tins. And then I'm gonna take some of this mixture and put it over and then bake it. So I guess I'm not completely done with the baking. And I feel like these 3 recipes, they're not really recipes, these 3 fonts of different French toast are gonna taste a little different because this is like a sweet bread and this won't have the bacon grease to kind of give it a little, I don't know, saltiness or whatever. It's not gonna be much variation, but I think it'll be good. 12 eggs got me enough for all of those. I think I'll do 12 again and just see how far I get. Okay, I wonder if it's supposed to rain. It's getting pretty dark out. It's weird. All right, I'm just gonna pour this in here very slowly. This probably would have worked better in a casserole dish. It seems a little futzy. All right, I've got the oven going. I'm gonna put these in the oven, 350 until it looks like the eggs are done. Okay, so now I'm going to make another batch of this and just do regular French toast on here and get that going because this is hot. So I think I want like a dozen in a bag for the freezer. So then I can just take out a bag and then there's enough for like a breakfast. All right, here's the muffins. These look way better than they did the last time I made them. So I hope they taste good. Okay, that should be all the baking for today or for this video. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is get the breakfast sandwiches going. I'm making a ton of them and there's gonna be like 3 different variations. I was going to do waffles and pancakes and hash browns, but I'm just running out of time. And I don't really want this to span 3 days because it's already been 2 days. And I don't think you want to watch, you know, an hour and a half of me cooking breakfast. So I'm going to get the breakfast sandwiches done and I will just make the pancakes and waffles and hash browns on a different day. And then I'll be done. A lot of this stuff, this did use up a lot of stuff, which was great. That was my goal. This is it for eggs. I got to go down and grab another box. I do have more, about a ton, but my plan is to do 1 egg per sandwich, but I'm going to scramble them. So it might end up being, you know, more or less or whatever. We'll see. I also forgot I have to roll up the breakfast hash, so I'll try to get that done too. So I'll get the eggs going. I feel like I need to block this hole with something. Okay, well that works. That's warming up. Again, I'll use the bacon grease because I have it, and why not? And I'm gonna do a dozen eggs at a time just because it's an easy number. All right, I'll give that another minute to heat up. I'm gonna get the toaster out and start toasting probably the English muffins. All right, so these are the Thomas English muffins, which in my opinion are the best. These were 2 for $5 on sale last week. If you ever buy English muffins and you like the Thomas, you know that that's a great price, which is why I stocked up. Although I didn't get as many muffins as bagels just because the kids prefer the bagels. My husband says he likes the muffins. The majority of us like the bagels. I've never cooked eggs on this skillet. This is a mess. All right, kiddos are asleep. I wiped this down. Get it going again. Get a couple more of these in. So I may end up going into tomorrow just because I had some interruptions. I'm gonna get more eggs cracked and then I'll start assembling these. All right, so while I'm waiting for the bagels to toast, I'm going to start wrapping breakfast burritos. The bagels are gonna need to cool as well, so it'll take a few minutes. So I may as well get some of these wrapped. So there's already cheese and everything in this, and then if they want sour cream, they can put it on when they eat them. And when I have bigger shells, I usually like wrap the ends up and stuff, but I don't, so I'm not going to. I think I've got enough bagels toasted to do the rest of the sausage. The heck, why is this 2 tops? I don't understand. So this is my last push to get all this stuff done. I have 5 packs and 1 extra bagel. I do have some other bagels over there. I don't know if I'll get to those. It's gonna depend on how much bacon I have. So I'm gonna grab the ingredients and then we're gonna get the rest of these assembled and then hopefully that'll be it. Damn it. Gotta talk quick so I don't get copyright. Look at the date I just wrote. Like, what planet am I on? I gotta change that. All right, this is the last of the regular bagels. I'm gonna get these wrapped up. Okay, we finally made it to the end of this. This was supposed to be a 1-day project. This is day 3. I didn't plan on it taking this long. I certainly didn't plan on this. This has been a journey, man. Anyways, this was all breakfast prep, so my kids are super excited. They have been nibbling on, they had me leave a bag of French toast out. They had the mini French toast the night I made it for dinner. I have 2 breakfast sandwiches that I left in the fridge for my husband, but I forgot to tell him about, so he didn't eat them. And then I let my kids have the overflow chocolate muffins, because there were 4 that didn't fit in the bag, so I just left them out and they ate them. So, everything else is here, and it's all going in the freezer, and we should have enough, hopefully, to get through a couple months. I don't know. I don't even know how much this actually is, but we're gonna go through it and we're gonna look because I just laid it all out and there's a ton. Okay, so here's everything we did. These are bacon, egg, and cheese bagel thins. They're keto. I'm not doing keto, but I am doing low carb, so I really like the keto bread products for that. So I ended up with 10 of those because my one package was not good. These are bacon, egg, and cheese bagels. They're plain and sourdough. They're all mixed up. I don't know what's what, but I think I only had one pack of sourdough. They're just scattered. Doesn't matter, whatever. So there's 6 bags of these, and there's 5 sandwiches in each bag. So there's 30 of those. These are sausage, egg, and cheese bagels. So I got 2, 3. There's 5 in each bag, so 15 of those. These are sausage, egg, and cheese muffins, English muffins. And I think I put 6 in each bag, and there's 4 of those, so 24 of those. Then these are the banana baked oats. That's just the whole tray. I think I cut it into 12. I don't remember. And these are the protein baked, or this was the coffee cake oats, which my husband and I tried all the baked stuff the first night, and he preferred this one over this one. And I did too. I thought this one was better. I'm pretty sure that's the one that had the extra protein, but this one had the chocolate, so I was kind of surprised that this wasn't as good as this one. So the kids haven't tried them yet. I don't know how it's going to go over, but we'll see. I have just one pan of each, and I think I cut the pans into 12. This is the cinnamon raisin bread. So when I cut this, probably halfway down the loaf and then right in the middle was all gooey, and I don't know why, because the ends were fine. I probably should have baked it longer, but it temped out fine and there wasn't goo coming off on my thermometer, so I really don't know what happened, but I cut all the goo spots out. So this has like little small pieces like that, so it's whatever, but it's cinnamon raisin bread. I spelled raisin wrong. I don't know what, I was late, whatever, who cares. Blueberry muffins. I did not try these. Oh no, I did try them. I took a little bit out of the pan. They tasted fine. They didn't taste sour. The blueberries were quite sour, and these turned out not sour, but I didn't eat a whole one. But I think they'll be fine, and I'll probably make them again. And I think these were high protein as well, but there's 6 of those, and they're quite large, so I'm sure one would be a breakfast. This is the pecan bread. This turned out amazing. I really liked it. It was supposed to be like sweet Alabama pecan bread, but I didn't think it was overly sweet. I thought it had a nice amount of sweetness, and then pecans you can't really go wrong with. These were the peanut butter banana muffins. I don't know where they got the muffin from. It pretty much was like another baked oatmeal, but I made it in little square like brownie bar pan size. But I think I nibbled this one and it was good. I think I was trying everything that night, but those are good. There's like 12 of them there. Yeah, it looks like 12. So there's that. And then we're gonna go over here to this counter. So my kids were calling this French toes. So we've got mini French toes, and I think I put 21 or 24. 8. Yeah, there's 24 in these 2 bags, and then I think there's 15 in this bag. So they ate those that first night and they really liked them. And these were made with the Hawaiian rolls, so they're a little sweeter. And then I've got packages of 12 of just French toast. So there's 3 of those. So 36 French toast, plus I put a bag in the fridge that had like more than 12. I think there was like 15. These are French toast muffins. I don't think I showed you these when they got done, but they cooked up really nice. I didn't try them. I don't really care for French toast, but they looked really fun. And These are bags of 12, I believe. I got 24 of those. And these would probably be like, you know, 2 or 3 or whatever for breakfast. So I'm sure that one bag would probably be one breakfast, which is kind of how I tried to set up the bags for this kind of stuff. So I can just pull out this bag and then it'll be gone in a day or two. These are the chocolate muffins. Pretty sure there's 12 in here. Doesn't look like 12. 4, 8, 12, 15. There's 15 in there. My middle 2 children said they liked these a lot, and my youngest child said he did not, and he didn't even finish his. So I think he felt the texture of the zucchini, or he felt, actually no, I think he felt the chocolate chip, and he thought it was a nut, and so he ditched it, and he was like 100% done with it. So that sucks. The other 2 kids said they were really good. These are all the breakfast burritos. So these were bagged in 8s, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so these all have 8, so that's 24. These ended up with 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. What am I talking about? 7. Okay. 6 and 5 is 11. 8, 24, 35. Small breakfast burritos, and then these ones I rolled a little bit bigger because my husband likes bigger burritos. And there's like 3. I'm struggling. 3, 6, 7, which actually one of them's slightly smaller. So there's 6 big ones, 1 medium-sized one, and then whatever, 35 of those. So there's a ton of food. I'm really happy to finally be done with this. This felt like a long couple of days, and my kitchen's just been a mess. So I'm happy to be able to get done with this, clean everything up. I'm going to take a whole shelf in my upright freezer and just dedicate it to breakfast foods. And then hopefully, too, I'll be able to see what the kids really like. Because, you know, some of this stuff's kind of hit and miss. The breads and the baked oatmeal and whatever. Breakfast sandwiches are always a hit. The French toast they really seem to love. And breakfast burritos, I've done this with so many times before. So I did not have breakfast hash left. I did end up rolling it all into burritos. I had enough shells for that. And I'm really happy to get the shells out of there because I think I had 1 or 2 crack because they were getting kind of old. So really happy with this. If you came along for this process and made it this far, thank you so much. Leave some eggs or a chicken or something in the comments for me. Yeah, this was fun to do. I actually like these big cooking things. I just didn't want it to take 3 days. So yeah. All right. I will pop up some other videos for you if you want to watch them before I upload my next video. And thanks so much for joining me, and I will catch you next time.